The next card we're gonna make uses this beyond amazing holographic specialty paper. If you guys have not seen this yourselves yet, be prepared to have your jaws drop, because I know mine did when I first started using it. I sent out some fun card kits to some Serene stampers, members of my team. I send them some product, and it's a creative challenge that we've been having the last few months, where I send them stuff and then they can make whatever they want with it, and then they share it in our group. And this was one of the featured products for July. Like, look at this. Holy cow. And of course the colors bouncing off of this because I've got like lights right above it. So if we're off to the side, you can see it's more subtle. Let me try not to move it. See, it's more subtle. Kind of looks like a little wave, but when you get it in the light, shazam, it is so magical. This one is kind of like a purpley one. Let me kind of show it off camera a little bit, or away from the light, I should say. And then when you come in into the light, like, who creates this stuff? This one's just more of a flat. So again, try to get it so, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen, because no matter how you do it, you're gonna get crazy light showing on that. Like, I just can't get over how cool this is. And I think there's one more pattern, but I may have used it all up. There's 3 patterns. Oh no, this is it. So you've got this one that's kind of wavy, the flat matte, and then the darker one. So let me find that in the catalog for you so you can look it up. It is specialty paper. Where are you? The beginning of the DSP. Here we go. So page 127, holographic trio 12 by 12 paper. So 6 single-sided sheets, 2 each of 3 patterns. So that's Berry Burst, this one here, and then you've got the holographic and the Starry Sky. So yeah, it doesn't get any cooler than that. So in the card kits, this is what you're gonna have. Kind of, sort of. The embossing is going to be done for you. I haven't done it on this little packet here because I wanted to do it on the video to show you. But you're going to have an 11 by 4 1/4 basic white card base. You're going to have another piece of basic white. This measures 4 by 5 1/4. This will be pre-embossed for those getting the kits, as will the 2 by 3 holographic cardstock. 4 by 5 1/4 basic black. Another piece of basic black measures 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 so that it can mat behind the holograph piece, which will also be embossed in your kits. And then just a scrap piece of basic black cardstock for your sentiment. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere my black card layer to my white card base. Now I'm bringing in my die cutting machine, and I am going to be using the die that comes in the Sweet Citrus die pack. I just thought the oranges would be kind of cool on this. So I'm just going to put my basic white inside the folder. And it's a 3D embossing folder, so I'm going to need the gray plate and run that through. Okay. Cool. Now for the holographic piece, you kind of want to, depending on what folder you're using, you want to make sure you position it so that you can get the images that you want. So if you want, for instance, on this one, more of the leaves and the fruit, you know, you might do something like that, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm also making sure that my bumps are on the bottom, or that the little emblem, Stampin' Up! Emblem is on the top. I always just remember by feel. Bumps on bottom, so that I know that they're going to be the raised bits. And then look at that. Look at that. This is going to be one of those cards, whoever gets this, they're just going to stare. They're just going to stare at this. It's so cool. All right, let's glue that on. I don't even want to cover that with the sentiment. My original design has a sentiment going right across, but I don't know. I love it when I get emails from my customers who receive these card kits, and they send pictures of the cards that they make from these kits using the stamp sets that they have at home, or tweaking the idea and making it their own. I love that. I get so inspired by that, you guys. It's so exciting. So I hope you guys do the same thing, those of you watching these videos that I make, that you just take the ideas and tweak them and use what you have at home and just have fun stamping and creating, taking time for yourself. And what better way than to create, and to create either something for yourself or for someone you care about. It's just such a win-win, right? All right, let's just put this panel on the front. And this is going to get glued right down. And you may want to decide at this point if you want your card to be landscape or portrait. Okay, sentiment time. I'm pulling in this Sweet Citrus stamp set, which of course coordinates with this embossing folder and the coordinating dies. And I'm going to emboss my sentiment with white onto the black. So I'm just going to grab my embossing buddy. Make some space here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm either going to stamp "Enjoy the Sweeter Things in Life" or "Have a Zesty Birthday." I'm going to do "Enjoy the Sweeter Things in Life." So I'm going to ink that with my Versamark. You can also use the white craft ink pad. I'm just going to trim this out. You can use your scissors, you can use a die. So that could either go right across like this. My original design, I had which I'll show you, I had it going across like that. But on this card, I'm just going to put it right down below and just leave that alone. So I am going to bring in my adhesive foam sheets and cut a bit of that. Now I'm just taking my iridescent rhinestones and I'm just going to scatter. I'm going to put 3 of them onto my card. So let me show you the original card that I made. Exactly the same layout, but I used a different embossing folder. So on my original card, I used the Countryside Blossom embossing folder instead of the one I use today. You, of course, are going to get entirely different looks. So you cannot go wrong with whichever embossing folder you use. And I just made sure to use the same embossing on the back, but you can change your embossing that you've used on this panel. Of course, it doesn't have to be the same, but I sure do love this card. There you have it. Card number 2 from my July 2023 Customer Appreciation card class. where the tutorials and videos are available to everybody, including all of my wonderful YouTube friends. I hope you guys enjoy them, and those who place orders with me here in Canada, they will receive the supplies to make these cards. So I hope you enjoyed today's card. If you missed yesterday's card number 1, the link will be in the description below, and stand by for card number 3 in my next video. Thanks for watching. Take care and happy stamping.